Today we are going to discuss about lines and angles. From here onwards, the topics which we are going to study are under geometry. First of all, we will discuss about the pairs of angle, in which first type is adjacent angles. For two angles to be adjacent, they must satisfy the following three conditions. The first condition being that they must have a common vertex. Second being that they must have a common arc. And third condition is that the non-common arm must lie on the other side of the common arm. The non-common arm of the two angles must lie on the either side. Either means if one arm is on one side of the common arm, then the second arm of the second angle must lie on the other side of the common arm. This is best illustrated with the diagram. Suppose this is angle X, Y and Z. Taking Y as the common vertex and XY as the common arm, I will draw one more angle XYO. Always remember that angle measured in anti-clockwise direction are positive. It is by convention. Alright, convention means it is definition. Alright, at your level you must understand by convention is that it is by definition. So all the angles measured in anti-clockwise direction are positive. So angle ZYX and angle XYO are adjacent angles because they satisfy all the three conditions for two angles to be adjacent. They have a common vertex which is Y, they have a common arm which is XY, and the uncommon arm or the non-common arm. For angle ZYX, the non-common arm is YZ, and for angle XYO, the non-common arm is YO. They lies on the either side, means on the opposite side of the common arm. Alright, so angle ZYX and angle XYO are adjacent angles. The second type of angle or the second type of pair of angles is linear pair. Two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair of angle when their non-common arm are two opposite rays. Alright, there is only a updation or a minute change in the third condition of the adjacent angles for them to become linear pair. The third condition says that the non-common arm must lie on the opposite side of the common arm or on the either side of the common arm. So for those adjacent angles to become linear pair of angles, the non-common arm must be two opposite rays having a common vertex or terminating point. Alright, that terminating point is the common vertex for those two angles which form linear pair. Let us see a diagram. This figure. In this figure, angle YOZ and angle ZOX form a linear pair. Always read angles in anti-clockwise direction. So angle YOZ and angle ZOX are linear pair of angles. Alright, There is one point to be noted here, is that sum of linear pair of angles is 180 degree. What I said is sum of linear pair of angles is 180 degree. So angle YOZ plus angle ZOX, which are taken from the above diagram, their sum is equals to 180 degree. This is the most important result. You must remember this point. The linear pair of angle is called linear pair. Here I have used the term pair. Pair means it contains two angles. Alright. So linear pair is used when the adjacent angles, when there are only two adjacent angles satisfying the definition that their non-common arm are two opposite rays. When there are more than two angles, for example in this diagram, OA and OB are two opposite rays with a common terminating point O, and they are forming four angles. For example, first angle is angle OAX, second angle is angle XOY, third angle is angle YOZ, and fourth angle is angle ZOB. So sum of all these four angles is also 180 degree, but these four angles are not termed as linear pair, because in a linear pair there are only two angles. Here we will conclude that angle AOB is equals to 180 degree. This angle AOB is called straight angle. What is straight angle? Straight angle is that the angle between two opposite rays having a common vertex is called straight angle. So sum of all those four angles which are in the diagram is 180 degree. So we can write angle AOX plus angle XOY plus angle YOZ plus angle ZOB is equals to 180 degree. But these four angles are not terminated as terminated as linear pair, because in a linear pair there are only two angles whose sum is 180 degree and they must be adjacent. But here we have four angles. So in a pair there are only two angles. So these four angles are not termed as linear pair of angles, but their sum is also 180 degree. Now vertically opposite angles. The third type of pair of angles is vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect, they will form a total of four angles. Alright, first of all we will discuss in how many points two lines can intersect. Two lines can intersect either at a unique point or at infinite number of points. We will discuss it later. First of all we will discuss the case 1 when two lines are intersecting at a unique point. The second case we will discuss later, because that is the case which is covered under parallel lines. So for that we have to learn about parallel lines. Vertically opposite angles are angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are vertically opposite in this adjacent diagram, and angle 3 and angle 4 are also vertically opposite angles. So the concept is that when two lines intersect at a single unique point, they form four angles. A total of four angles are formed, out of which two pairs of vertically opposite angles are formed. Two pairs means each pair contains two angles. So angle 3 here and angle 4 here are vertically opposite angles, and angle 1 and angle 2 are pair of another vertically opposite angles. So there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles when two lines intersect form. Now there is one more concept, that is the vertically opposite angles are equal in measure. Alright, we will prove this. Suppose OA is a line and O dash B is another line extending in both direction infinitely. They intersect at a single unique point X. Then here there are a total of four angles formed. Angle O dash XA, always measure angle in anti-clockwise direction. The second angle is angle AXB. The third being angle BXO, and the fourth one is angle OXO dash. Out of these four angles, there are two pair of vertically opposite angles. The first pair being that angle O dash XA and angle BXO form one pair of opposite angle. The first pair is angle O dash XA and angle BXO. The second pair is angle AXB and angle OXO dash. Angle AXB and angle OXO dash. What our point says, the vertically opposite angles are equal. So we have to prove that angle O dash XA is equals to angle BXO, because they form a pair of vertically opposite angles, and this is our statement. We have to prove it. Similarly, we have to prove that angle AXB is equals to angle OXO dash, because they are also vertically opposite angles. See here in the diagram, these are the two lines which intersect at a common point X. The line OA extending in both the direction infinitely, and line O dash B, and they are intersecting at X. We have to prove that angle O dash XA, which is this angle, is equals to angle BXO, which is this angle, because they form a pair of vertically opposite angles. Let us term angle O dash XA as angle 1 and angle BXO as angle 2. We have to prove that angle 2 is equals to angle 1. Similarly, we have also to prove that angle AXB is equals to angle OXO dash. Let us term angle AXB as angle 3 and angle OXO dash as angle 4. So we have to prove that angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Now see here, angle 1 and angle 3 form a linear pair of angle. Angle 1 and angle 3 form a linear pair of angle. So sum of these two angles is 180 degree. This is my equation number first. And angle 2 plus angle 3 also form a pair of linear angle. So I can write angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degree. This is my second equation. Now comparing both the equation or substituting the value of angle 3 from equation 1 in equation 2, I'll get from equation 1 I'll get angle 3 is equals to 180 degree minus angle 1, because here I am taken this angle 1 on the right hand side of the equation, and if it is in addition here, it will be subtracted if taken on the right hand side. Putting this value of angle 3 in equation number 2, angle 2 plus angle 3, I am substituting the value of angle 3 as 180 degree minus angle 1 equals to 180 degree. This implies angle 2 plus 180 degree minus angle 1 is equals to 180 degree. Taking this 180 degree in the left hand side to the right hand side of the equation, I'll get angle 2 minus angle 1 is equals to 180 degree minus 180 degree, which is equals to 0. This implies angle 2 minus angle 1 is equals to 0. If something is subtracted from anything and it gives 0, that means that something is equals to that anything, means angle 2 is equals to angle 1. So we have proved that the pair of vertically opposite angles, angle 1 and angle 2, are equal. Similarly, we can prove that angle 3 is equals to angle 4, taking the linear pair of angles as 1 and 4 and 2 and 4. Now moving onwards, we'll take the angles at a point. Fourth type of angles or the pair of angles is angles at a point. What are angles at a point, or what are the pairs of angles at a point? All the angles formed by a number of rays having a common initial point are known as angles at a point. This definition will be more clear by taking a diagram. Suppose these are 8 rays having a common vertex or a common terminating point, which is here I am naming the common point as O and naming these rays as OA, ray OA, ray OB, OC, OD, OE, OF, OG and OH. So there are a total of 8 rays having a common terminating point, which is O. Then the angles formed between these rays are called the angles at a point. What I have said, the angles formed between these rays which have a common vertex or a common terminating point are called angles at a point. So angle BOA, angle AOH, angle HOG, angle GOF, angle FOE, angle EOD, angle DOC and angle COB. These angles are called angles at a point. Let us terminate these angles with some numbers. For example, I am terminating angle BOA as angle 1, this as angle 2, this as angle 3, angle GOF as angle 4, angle FOE as angle 5, angle EOD as angle 6, angle DOC as angle 7, and angle COB as angle 8. So angle 1, comma angle 2, comma angle 3, 4, angle 5, angle 6 till angle 8. These 8 angles are called angle at a point O. The common point is point O. So these are called angles at a point O. Alright, note down one more fact, that is sum of all the angles at a point is 360 degree. What I have said is sum of all the angles at a point is 360 degree. Let us see one more diagram. This is one ray OA, this is another ray OB, this is another ray OC, and this is fourth ray OD, having a common vertex O. Then sum of all these 4 angles is 360 degree because they are angles at a point O, and it is a point to be noted that sum of all the angles at a point is 360 degree. So in this case, for this diagram, we can write angle BOA plus angle AOD plus angle DOC plus angle COB is equals to 360 degree.